find out what we get. What is this? When there's a will, there's a way. Win with an alternate win condition. Super. And then let's try this. What is our creature? What is our color? What is our alternate win condition? God, Eternal, Oketra. So mono white deck. Oh yeah. Mono white alternate win condition. Great. God. Type in God. How many God? Oh, there's actually a lot of cards with the word God on them. God Eternal Oketra. Alright, 3 double white, double strike, 3/6, so virtually a 6/6. Whenever you cast a creature spell, create a 4/4 black zombie warrior creature token with vigilance. So I get a 4/4 vigilant creature. And whenever God Eternal Oketra dies or is put into exile from the battlefield, you may put it into its owner's library, third from the top. Well, at least I'll always have my commander. Isn't that nice? The commander that I'm not going to use. Oh yeah, let's make a new deck. Let's make a new deck. Okay, so let's just back up in this Skyfall. I'm just gonna quickly set this up as anything legal in commander. Commander color white. Making just a new deck. God Eternal Oketra. God Eternal Oketra. And let the music begin. Oh wait, no, don't let the music begin. I forgot to set a timer. No. No. This is not okay. Cortana. Don't get in my way. Yeah, let's set to 1 hour. Okay, now start the timer. Start the music. Let's just type in the word win and check out win conditions. Oh wait, no. Oh, there's Approach of the Second Sun. That's some of the things that I wanted. You win. Oh, okay, that narrows it down a bit. Approach of the Second Sun is one at the beginning of your, and then there's Barren Glory. Oh man, no cards in hand in white. Wow, it's almost like I have to have no card advantage, no sources of card advantage in white. Wow, I wonder if that's possible. Oh, it's Celestial Convergence. 2 white comes into play with 7 Omen counters on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, remove an Omen counter from Celestial Convergence. If there are no Omen counters on Celestial Convergence, the player with the highest life total wins the game. If 2 or more players are tied for the highest life total, the game is a draw. Well, that's that's interesting. Oh, Darksteel Reactor. Yeah, 4 mana for an indestructible rock. And it's a rock most of the time. It has to have 20 or more counters on it. You get 1 each upkeep. And when there's the 20th counter added, you win the game. Oh. Yeah, sure. Creepy Doll. No. Feldar Sovereign. Yeah, that's that's an alternate win condition. Gideon, you're not an alternate win condition as much as you would like to be. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have exactly 1 life, you win the game. Nobody hit me for a while. I have to do something. I have to do something crazy. Give me a second. At least there's not that many. At least I'm not short on them in white. That's good. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have 50 or more life, you win the game. That seems like Feldar Sovereign, but cheaper. I mean, I have to gain life, but yeah. All right. Well, I think I think that this might be an all right way to do this. Yeah, I think we have a shot. Okay. All right, so we have life gain, alternate win conditions. We have a couple of them. I don't like the Barren Glory plan. Yeah, if you control no other permanents and have no cards in hand. Oh yeah, that's easy to blow up all of my lands, all of my things. Even with a Cataclysm, that's asking for a lot. Amount of white. I don't know if there's a way to properly do that. At least not easily. Alright, I'm just gonna go with the alternate way of winning life with winning the game with certain life totals or based on life. And Approach of the Second Sun is just a way to win without that. I'm still gonna add it in, even though it doesn't require life, but it does gain me life. So I'll take it. Celestial Convergence. It looks like we're a life gain deck. Let's gain a ton of life, guys. Let's just put in all the life gain cards. Why not? Dark Steel Reactor, no. Under no circumstance. Under no circumstance. I don't want this. Felder Sovereign. Oh, what was the last one? Not near death experience, but Test of Endurance. Slightly worse Feldar Sovereign, kind of. It requires 50 life instead of 40. And it's on a thing that's much more expensive. Let's add some planes. I'm mono white. I think I might need planes. Planes. I don't need a command tower this time. Wow. I'm gonna need a soul ring. Oh boy. I think because I have so many cards that are enchantments that want me to win the game, like Celestial Convergence and Test of Endurance, I think is it Mystical? I think it's Mystical. Mystical Tutor. No, you know what? No, this is the wrong one. I'm certain this is the wrong one. Yeah, that's the blue one. What is it? Tutor something. Booster Tutor. Oh yes, Enlightened Tutor. Enlightened Tutor, I'll take Enlightened Tutor. And also, let's see if... Well, I don't want Boom Pile. No, I don't need Navral's Disc. I don't need it in white. There's plenty of Artifact, Enchantment, and Creature Removal in white. I will take Gideon to the Trials. I will take Gideon of the Trials. Gideon of the Trials. A good way to stall while I do my stupid thing. Platinum Angel. A good way to stall while I do my stupid thing. Wow, all these great cards on this one page. Who would have thought? Actually, Angel's Grace is way better than most people think. For 1 white mana, I can prevent somebody from fireballing me and killing me in one shot. And prevent somebody from crater hoofing me. It's a good way to protect yourself from losing the game on the spot when somebody tries to go off all at once and kill everybody. Which, it happens a lot in Commander. Lately, it's been happening less. Because most people have been, I'm just going to turn down the volume too much. Okay. It's been happening less because people have been expecting it. But I think that it's still a relevant card. Anything else in here that I might want? I'll take Windstep Teeth. I will take the Windstep Teeth. I will thin my deck. And I'll also take an Arid Mesa. It is the one that grabs mountain or plains. I'll take Arid Mesa. And Flooded Strand. And it does actually make a big difference over a period of time. Flooded Strand, Windstep Teeth. Oh god, what was the black one? Flat Marsh? Is it Flat Marsh? Marsh Flats. Marsh Flats. Please be it. Come here. Be it. Yeah, that's it. It's added. Now, actually, thinking about it, do I want Thawing Glaciers? Because it does thin my deck, but it is super slow. Ender's tapped. Pay 1. Search your library for a basic land card. Then put that card on the battlefield tab. Then shuffle your library. Return Thawing Glaciers to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next cleanup step. Yeah. It's not very good on the surface, but it always ensures that you have one land drop continuously. One land drop every single turn. It takes mana. But every single turn, you are making a land drop. And it kind of puts you a little bit farther behind. You always seem to be a land drop behind, but it's a guaranteed land drop, no matter how slow it is. Thawing Glaciers will go in the maybe, if I have nothing better to do. Thawing Glaciers. Nope. And what else is good? Well, there's a lot of room to go with this. What about something that searches just for enchantments? Because I can't search for instants in white normally. Search for enchantments. I probably spelled enchantments wrong. Or probably nothing actually searches for enchantments. It probably just searches for an enchantment. Academy Rector is put into your graveyard from play. You may remove it from the game. If you do, search your library for an enchantment card. Put that card into play. Shuffle your library. I will play Academy Rector because I have no budget on this build. No! I clicked wrong. But I don't necessarily have a great way to sacrifice it. So I'm going to put Academy Rector in the side. And instead I will put Idyllic Tutor actually in there. A cheaper alternative that can ultimately be better because it's technically faster if you don't have a way to sacrifice your creatures. Oh yeah, and Lost Oromance is actually kind of interesting. 2 white for a 3/3 human wizards with vanishing 3. If it is put into the graveyard from play, if it had no time counters on it, you may search your library for an enchantment card and put it into play. It's kind of like a worse Academy Rectors. It's actually pretty cool to play. And ultimately, if you don't have a way to sacrifice Academy Rector and people know what you're trying to do, they will not allow you to attack them with Academy Rector and then choose to block Academy Rector, killing it. They'll try to swords it, they'll try to tuck it, they'll try to do a bunch of different bounce things to it, they'll try to do everything else besides actually kill the stupid thing. And we're just going to play 17 planes. Yeah. We're just going to play 20 planes. Nope. And can't forget obligatory strip mine. Because there are plenty of annoying utility lands that I don't like. Let's see. Scour. 2 white instant. Remove target enchantment from the game. Searches controller's graveyard, hand, and library for cards with the same name as that enchantment. Remove them from the game. That player shuffles his or her library. Not what I'm looking for. Plea for guidance. That is much closer to what I'm looking for. And let's look for Ascended. Oh no, Sarah Ascendant. Yes, a 1 mana, 1/1 lifelinker, but if you have 30 or more life, it gains +5/+5 and fly. Pretty good way to gain life. Pretty good turn 1 play. It's pretty good. I think we might want a little sub-theme of lifelink. Plus, a lot of creatures with lifelink have other good abilities attached to them. Let's just check lifelink. Oh, only 101 creatures in mono white that have lifelink, or instances of lifelink. Johnny Tyrant of such and such. Not particularly looking for you, but Johnny Steadfast. Jack Skirmisher, no. Angel of Innovation, no. Archangel of Thune. I choose you. I think it's a powerful creature, and if it does, it is another way to beat people down and win the game. Plus, we are in Oketra, so we might want people to think that we're a heavy creature deck, and we plan to win with creatures, and we might want to actually just spring one of these win condition cards, like just have it be sort of a thing like, oh, look at us, we're playing all these creatures, what could we possibly be doing? Just beating down, we're just a dumb mono white player playing only creatures. Don't worry about it. Just let us try to beat you. Oh, you're at the board with all of our creatures on it. Aw, too bad. I guess I just have to play this one card. It's fine. It's just a card. Don't look at it. Basilisk Collar. Yeah, I'll take that. I think it's actually pretty sweet to have lifelink and death touch that you can whip around on creatures. Tap all creatures your opponents control. Creatures you control gain lifelink until end of turn. Bond of Discipline. For 5 mana. Well, technically our creatures get unblockable until end of turn, sort of. So, maybe. I'll take a Brightling. Just a 3/3 for 3 with activatable Vigilance, Lifelink, Return to Hand, and the ability to pump it +1 or -1 on either side till end of turn. Yeah, Brightling. It's not particularly great, but it is acceptable. Changeling Hero. God, look at this guy's face. I just gotta look at this card. I'm not putting it in the deck under any circumstances, but Changeling Hero. Look at this guy's face. He has like frog eyes. He has some kind of a fish helmet on. Spiky shoulder pads. Huge sword. Huge sword. Just look at this guy if you're watching this on YouTube. And like actually watching. I know I do the thing where I leave it on in the background just to listen. Then we got Dawn of Hope, an actual way of gaining life in and drawing cards in white. Yeah. Court Cleric, not interested. Not an Aura's deck, so no Daybreak Coronet. Can Witness. Actually, I will take Ivra. Halson. How can Witness? Sure. I should actually look up the pronunciation of that. It's one of those new Dominaria legends. It's the one that allows you to switch its power with your life total. And it has lifelink, so you can quickly switch it back and forth. Ooh, I should play Gideon. No, wait, no. Gideon does not actually cast creatures. He does something else. He makes Gideon... the other Gideon makes tokens. Tokens do not activate Oketra. No, I don't want Gideon Blackblade. Well, he does give lifelink. Gideon, you're going in the maybe pile. You go in the maybe pile. I'm definitely comfortable with you as more of a friend. At arm's length. A friend at arm's length. Legion's Landing. Yes. I am cool with something that makes jump blockers. All right. This Panic at the Disco song is awesome. The Old Fashioned is one of my favorites from the album, I think. Labra Dawnbringer. I wish there was a cheaper, better creature. Oh, Militant Angel. 3 white, 3/4 flying, lifelink. Enters the battlefield. Create a number of 2/2 white knight creature tokens with vigilance equal to the number of opponents you attack this turn. That is interesting, but not what I'm looking for. Do I want an Odric? He does give all of my other creatures double strike. If I control my commander, I will take it. I will take an Odric. And if I can get them with something else... actually, Swiftfoot Boots. To protect the creatures that I have, such as Felidar Guardian and Lightning Greaves. It falls in with the creature plan and the as a way to protect my potential combo pieces. So they do go together. Resplendent Angel is neat. I don't think that's what I want. I don't want to just gain pure life. Gaining pure life normally is not very good under most circumstances. You want it to be in addition to things. Like gaining life is only good if your opponent's primary win condition is dealing damage with high efficiency cards like Burn. Like individual cards are there in their deck specifically because of the amount of damage that they deal relative to the amount of mana that they're spending and the cards that they're spending. Like Lightning Bolt is a good example in Modern and other Burn decks. Alright, I'm going to put Resplendent Angel in. A 3/3 flyer for 3. And it has the ability to sometimes make me a 4/4 flying Vigilant Angel. If I pay 6, I can give it +2/+2 in lifelink. So it'll gain me the 5 that I need to make the Angel. Seems good. Soul of Theros seems really expensive. But maybe it might signal that I'm on the plan for that. Plus it does have vigilance. That may be Sun Titan. And I can maybe use him to get back certain other cards that I might want. Sun Titan. I can use him to get back other creatures. Oh, like Flicker Wisp, actually, to get back something else. Flicker Wisp to flicker the Sun Titan to get back another card. Let's see, Triumph of Gerard. I do not want Transcendent Master. It's a ton of mana. Just to give him lifelink and the +3/+3 with the level up, it is 9 mana for a 6/6 lifelinker. He only gains indestructible after you put in 15 mana. He becomes a 9/9 lifelink indestructible. Turns out on Commander, people are planning to play around indestructible most of the time. Oh, Wormcoil Engine, hello. And True Conviction. Sweet card. I used to play with True Conviction as my win condition in Afara for a long time because I would develop a board of like 5 or 6 creatures and then play True Conviction while holding up counter spells, swing out at somebody, kill them, gain a ton of life, and have like a lot of times vigilant creatures, so my creatures are still okay. Still able to block, gain a ton of life. They can't kill me on the crackback. And then get back to my turn, still holding up counterspell. Trying to draw into more counterspells, killing the remaining opponents. Pretty sweet. Victory's Arrow. Oh yeah, Worm Coil Engine. I want Worm Coil. Worm Coil. I think I'm gonna want a Ballista. Ballistic Walking Ballista is what it's called. The XX creature. Walking Ballista. Fantastic creature. Oketra Exemplars. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, tap target creature. It gains first strike and lifelink, or you can exile and return to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control. No. I'm thinking no. And I think I'm actually going to look at the 2-mana creatures, and that is something nobody needed to see. Converter might cost 2. Probably stuff me full of mana rocks. Oh, you know what? I might want silence just so I can turn somebody off for a turn. They won't be able to counter my spells on the way down. Silence. And, you know, I'm going to go back and I'm going to put in creature spells into this. Creatures only. Adorned Pouncers, cute. Aegis of the Gods. Actually, Aegis of the Gods. I might want Aegis of the Gods. It does come in handy way more than you would think. And is tutorable with enchantments. And is Plea for Guidance in here yet? Yeah, Plea for Guidance is in there. I could tutor him. And also, let's Eidolon. Eidolon of Rhetoric. God, how do you spell Eidolon? Oh, that's how you spell it. Eidolon of Rhetoric is a creature that says players can only cast 1 spell per turn. And Eidolon of the Labyrinth says that players can only draw 1 card per turn. They're both... Oh no, it's Spirit of the Labyrinth. Dang it. Eidolon and Spirit mean the same thing, but they are spelled very differently. Spirit of the Labyrinth. Fortunately, it has such a small butt at like just a 3/1. And a Fenza. I don't want to bolster. Seems too unpredictable. I don't like it. Oh yeah, Ravager. No Ravager. Oryak Champion? No. Oh, you know what's the one core that puts equipment into play from your hand, but also tutors them out? I shall find out. Besides, it's that 2 mana. I'll find it. Actually, Bounty Agent. 1 and a white, 2/2 vigilance, sacrifice bounty agent, destroy target legendary permanent that's an artifact, creature, or enchantment. Hold up your commanders, guys. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Do you really want to play it? Are you sure? Slowly pushing bounty agent closer to them onto their mat. Just like, are you sure you want to play it? Guys, whoa. I love the threaten effects. Containment Priest is neat, but no. You know what, maybe in the side. I'm not too worried in more casual commander games. What is this Gideon Blackblade? Why is there an F? Okay, let's see, continuing on. 8.5 tails. That's actually a good way to protect my spells and creatures, and he is seen as a slightly more aggressive commander, so I do not mind playing him. Just a 2/2 for 2, but the fact that he gives creatures, gives things protection from white and can turn spells and things into white as their type, as their color, is pretty sweet. He can protect you from a lot, basically anything as long as you have the mana. Oh, and Teferi's protection. Teferi's protection. Just to like blink all my stuff out if they try to get at me. Grand Abolisher, they can't attack on my turn. Goldmere for some ramp. The Mirror are always like super good mana dorks in colors that aren't green, because I mean, if you like creatures in your deck and you want mana, having a mana dork is just common sense, but you can't have it unless you're in green pretty much. Grateful Apparition? No. I'm not looking to proliferate that much. Do I want Handwear Marshal Militia Captain? Because it's a 2/2 unless I have more creatures. Unless I have like a bunch of creatures on board, and then it becomes something equal to the total number of creatures that I have and makes more creatures. But I'm not particularly fond of making tons and tons of creatures, and I don't want to go too heavy into that sort of direction. I'm more so looking for this alternate win condition. I shall put you in the maybe category. You go into the maybe. Because I remember seeing this card a lot in the white weenie deck and the white and blue weenie deck with Oketra's Monument that showed up for a while in Standard. I think it was there until it was actually just rotated out. Imposing Sovereign. 2/1 creatures your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. Nah. That does give me an idea for Extort. I have to look up Extort. Where's War Sage? All artifacts have at the beginning of your upkeep sacrifice this artifact unless you pay 1. A great way to slow the game down. Just when I need it to. Get everybody to tap out to try to save their little artifacts that I don't actually care very much about. As cool as this is, I'm going to play Armageddon and Cataclysm. Armageddon. Cataclysm. Blow up all the lands. And Wasteland. Dust Bowl. I'm thinking Dust Bowl too. Still, no, not. I don't want to go too hard on the land destruction. But it is neat to threaten a ton of land destruction. Whoa, whoa, whoa. If you send any of that damage my way, I will blow up at least 5 of your lands. You better win this turn or you're gonna be real sad. Oh yeah, I gotta search for extort too. Let's see. Legal and Commander. I'm thinking with extort, because of how it's worded, you can get each person to lose a life and gain that much life. You can actually pump your life up rather high very quickly. Relatively quickly. And it's incidental. Because the life gain is more important than actually causing them to lose life. We're trying to win the game with an alternate win condition. Okay, so that's the only good white card with extort. Great. Blind obedience. Just that. Just blind obedience. Wasteland. Lean in Arbiter. Players can't search libraries. Any player may pay 2 for that player to ignore this effect until turn. I am playing fetch lands. I do not want you. Bad. Schmuck. Cat Jesus schmuck. Look at him. This schmucky cat Jesus-y face. Lean on, as long as it's equipped. It has vigilance, +1/+1. Don't want it. Lone Rider, 1 and a white, 1/1. First strike, lifelink. At the beginning of your end step, if you gain 3 or more life this turn, transform Lone Rider. It that rides is 1. First strike, trample, lifelink. 4/4. Still not good. Magus of the Balance. It does not appear to affect enchantments or artifacts, but each player, it does say 1 and a white, make a 2/2 human wizard, pay 4 and a white, tap it, sacrifice it. Each player chooses a number of cards, a number of lands they control equal to the number of lands controlled by the player who controls the fewest, then sacrifices the rest. Players discard cards and sacrifice creatures the same way. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. What else do we have? We have a mannequin. It's a mannequin. But a mannequin. I just realized the play on words. That's very clever, Wizards. It took me forever to figure that out. Actually, I've owned that card for years. Metallic Mimic, Metallurgian. I'm not in the business of billing myself out or creating a whole lot of artifacts. So I'm gonna have to just pass. Oh, Near Hearth Pilgrim, Soulbound Lifelink. It's a lifelink soulbound creature that gives it and the other creature bonded to it lifelink. Again, I'm not looking for straight life gain in these decks. I'm really just looking for the ability to gain a little bit of life to keep myself up near 40. Phyrexian Revoker. I will totally take a Phyrexian Revoker. Like I am down to take Phyrexian Revoker, and I'm down for. Do I want a straight Pithing Needle? I'm gonna take Nevermore instead of Pithing Needle. Nevermore. And you know, I'm gonna actually take Disenchant and Dust to Dust. Disenchant and Dust to Dust as just good removal. Dust to Dust is two white. Exile target artifact or enchantment at instant speed, but if it's during your main phase, you actually get to exile a second one. I'll take Plague Mirror. Just a 2 mana infect creature, mana dork. It's good to threaten infect. A lot of players get way too obsessed with actually dealing with the infect creature that they just like get super obsessed about just that one thing. And as long as your board is cleared, and they'll just spend so many resources just to get rid of that. Hopefully most of the time people don't go too crazy and just like, we gotta kill that one guy. We just gotta kill him. I hate it when people just like get so get like complete tunnel vision about one aspect. Like the first other they see, they get complete and total tunnel vision for. Precinct Captain, first strike, but yeah, all right. What about a creature that bounces itself back to hand like Blightling? Exile target land you control, then return it to the battlefield under your control. Rune Ghost? Well, it's very interesting, but I don't see how that helps too much. Selfless Spirit. I'll take a Selfless Spirit. Good creature for Odric, and good creature for Sun Titan. Sarah Avenger, no. Search Disciple, not looking for too many historic spells. I know there's a few infinite combos in white that gain you a bunch of life, just infinite life. But I am not looking for those right now. Again, because my life only needs to be ever at a max of 50. For me to win the game with one of my win conditions. There's Spirit of the Labyrinth again. Shram? No. Standard Bearer? I'm not 100% certain about Standard Bearer. You have to think of Standard Bearer as a preemptive sort of counterspell. Like you have to think about playing Standard Bearer and then the thing that you want. And if it resolves and gets through, they have to get rid of the Standard Bearer if it's something like Vindicate, where they're just like, I try to vindicate your fellow guardian. And you're like, all right, you have to target my Standard Bearer first. And they're like, dang it. I try to then have to have swords or path for your Standard Bearer. I mean, swords or path for your fellow guardian. That would actually work. Then they have to, after getting through the Standard Bearer. Or they could just have a Wrath blow up everything. You know. You know. The easy way. Oh, yes. Stoneforge Mystic. Banned in Modern. I'm so glad I have the alternate one. Yes. Yes, that one. The good Stoneforge Mystic. Stoneforge Mystic. If you don't know Stoneforge Mystic, it is super strong. You should really check out all of the ban lists and the other formats. It's 1 and a white. And when it enters the battlefield, you search your library for... You may search your library for an equipment card. Reveal it. Put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. And so it basically draws you a card. A good one. One that you particularly want. And then for 1 and a white, tap it. You may put an equipment card from your hand onto the battlefield. So you can put it onto the battlefield, and that's not just cheating the mana cost of the equipment. It is also making it uncounterable, because they don't know what you're putting in. They can't counter the equipment card. It's an ability. then they can't counter the ability until they can't counter the ability once they see the equipment on the battlefield. Like once they ask like, all right, well, what are you putting into play? That means like you can put your thing into play. There's nothing they can do about it at that point. They've already allowed it onto the battlefield. Thalia? Do I want Thalia? I am playing non-creature spells. I don't really want Thalia. I'll take Tithe Taker. 1 and a white, Afterlife 1 makes a 1/1 when it dies, and it's a 2/1. During your turn, opponent. This is the important part. During your turn, spells your opponent's cast cost 1 more to cast, and abilities your opponent's activate cost 1 more to activate unless they're mana abilities. That is the important part. It actually makes it much harder to mess with you on your turn. A lot of times they're forced to either leave up mana for no reason, because if they have mana up and you feel like they have removal in their hand, just don't play your thing. Let them waste their mana. Tomic, Distinguished Advocate. Flying lands on the battlefield. Land cards in graveyards can't be the target of spells or abilities your opponents control. Your opponents can't play land cards from graveyards. Oh. I don't think it matters much. But it is a flyer. It does have evasion for the equipment. It is returnable with Sun Titan. He actually is relatively cool. I'm going to play him. And actually, I would like a way to find these land cards. I mean, these cards that destroy all of the lands. So let's play Fall of the Thran. Fall of the Thran. Oh, we're almost done with the 2 mana cards. I just wish there was a... Oh, actually, there is a way to abuse Oketra. I forgot about this since I play so much Afara, and I have totally forgotten that this is a card, which is amazing. Why don't I just play some of the cards from Afara, like White Mane Lion? You cast it from your hand, and you can return it to your hand. I've been looking at these cards, and I've still just been forgetting to do it. Core Skyfisher. And what is it called? Stonecloaker. It is a gargoyle that's a 2/2 flyer for 3. When it enters, you return a creature card to your hand, and you also exile target card from a graveyard of your choice. Yes. Yes. And actually, I will get, I think I'm going to get Solemn. Solemn Simulacrum. Oh my gosh, I hope I don't have like way too many 2-drops in here. Just gonna look for artifacts. Oh yeah, I need equipment for... I need equipment for my my tutors. Stoneforge Mystic, you need equipment. Equipment. Edit. We're gonna play a Jite. and Batterskull. Because Batterskull, still somehow a 5/5 is relevant. It's Batterskull. Why would it not be relevant? Blackblade Reforged is relevant in Commander over long periods with lots of land. And equipping a really big sword to a really strong creature is really strong. Pretty good. I don't know if I want Blade of Sylves. Inquisitor's Flail is just a good way to protect my stuff. I wonder if I should play Mage's Gloves. Or Mask of Memory to continuously get more cards. I want to play Mask of Memory. Just as because it's a good card to tutor for. Rogue's Gloves, they draw me a card when the creature deals damage to somebody. Is there any other good equipment that can draw me some cards? Stormrider Rig. Oh no, that's not what I'm looking for. It is not something that draws me cards, but Rogue's Gloves do. Rogue's Gloves. Sword of the Animist. Put you in. Okay, I've only a few more spots. Oh no, I left the part where everything has to be converted mana cost 2. I'm gonna save. Probably gonna have to add in a bunch of land. Get even the trials in here, sweet. I think I have a bunch of converted mana cost cards that are 2, but I desperately need more lands. I desperately need so many more lands. I'm gonna put in a Crucible of Worlds. It's tutorable. It's really good. Works with Strip Mine. I'm gonna put in Dust Bowl. Stick in. I'm thinking Field Rune actually. Nah, that's fine. Settle the wreckage. I need land, I need artifacts, I need stuff. I know I need stuff for this deck. Arch Rozava. Yes. Actually, I'm going to put you in the maybe. I have enough time where I can think about you. There actually is another card in here that does things for me. I'm going to take Blasted Landscape. Blasted Landscape, and I will take Blast Zone. And do I want Blighted Steep? Just gain 2 life for each creature I control. Beseju is a land that is thinkable. I'll think about Beseju. Blast Zone. Command Beacon. No, I'm not too interested in my commander. And besides, it's easy enough to get back. Darksteel Citadel. Yeah, let's play Darksteel Citadel. Blow up all the land. Except for this one. Giant Temple? Actually, a good way to use Dust Bowl and Crucible of Worlds to your advantage, because you can use Dust Bowl to sacrifice a land to destroy target land, and then using Giant Temple's ability to put it back onto the battlefield tapped, and play your land per turn from the graveyard, you can still blow up your opponent's lands and make your mana base expand. You can still expand your mana base. Amira the Sky Rune. Yeah, let's play Amira the Sky Rune. Copy. I wonder how much I should commit to a fast mana base. Flagstones of Trakir. But you... Wait. Oh yeah, that's a lot of cards. And we should put all of them right here. Oh god, I have to make so many cuts. Gaia Reach Sanitarium, just a way to go through a lot of cards real fast. I don't think I want to play a card like Bazaar of Baghdad. I don't think I want Bazaar of Baghdad. I'm going to get rid of Precinct Captain. Turn 2 is not the turn that I want to be necessarily doing that. And... oh, is Dust to Dust in here? Oh, where's Dust to Dust? Oh, exile 2 artifacts. That is something different, but you know, I'll actually still keep that. Sometimes I can hit something. I'll drop Aether Sworn Canonist. I'm not playing that many artifacts. Got Rich Sanitarium. Archangel of Thune. Did I drop Basilisk Collar? Nah, I have something for that in here anyway. Ballista's pretty good. I still need a place for Isolated Watchtower. How much time I got? 4 minutes. Smear pool, no. Mystifying Maze. I don't think I need that much mana for any of my combos, particularly. Port is neat. Cute. Platinum Angel is pretty sweet because I have Swiftfoot Boots in the deck. Well, I think I like all of my creatures. But I think I'm going to get rid of Aegis of the Gods. I think getting rid of one of these equipments would be pretty sweet. And that is an awesome Black Blade Reforged art. I did not realize that existed. I don't think Sword of the Animus is where I want to be at. Making a ton of enemies real quick. True Conviction. The goal of the deck is to try to win with these alternate win conditions. Cool. After Isolated Watchtower. Is there any other cards that I should think about before continuing? No. Strip Mine, Spring Jack Pasture. Temple of the False God. Ooh, decks that are reliant on combos and stuff are kind of hard to build around in a very short period of time. I think I'm good with all that. Maybe I should have added treasure map. I should have added more fast mana, but I don't need much mana for my combos anyway, so just playing land per turn is alright. Let's cut Flicker Wisp. Cut the Flicker Wisp. Cut the Soul of Theros. Really expensive. And I'm gonna add in treasure map. Treasure map. And I don't actually have time for it. Dang it, no! Treasure map. You have to go in the maybe section. I'll live with only 36 lands. It's 34 lands. How many lands did I put in? 36 lands. I'm not super intent on casting anything with 3 white mana. So I can get away with a lot. A lot of it kind of makes me look like I'm an aggressive deck that's trying to use a lot of white stack C effects and a lot of white creatures that are powerful, that do things. And a lot of them are white and powerful and do things. And God Eternal Oketra, I am trying to make use out of her with okay, where's the core Skyfishers? With core Skyfishers and all of these 2-drops. And where is Stonecloaker? Stonecloaker plus Whitemane Lion. These creatures all can enter the battlefield and then return themselves to hand. So you can repeatedly just make 4/4s for 2 mana, which is strong. There's alternate ways of doing this with actually a very strong white enchantment. But this is on a commander, and you can constantly get it back, and it comes with a 3/6 double strike. This deck does actually appear to work a lot around our creature, but many of the cards in here actually work more so around our cards like Approach of the Second Sun, and where is the other one? Where are the cards? Where are cards? Yes, Test of Endurance is one of our win conditions that we would prefer to win with, or something like Felidar Guardian. Felidar Guardian, remember, does actually, if I can go to the F section, does actually say that we win the game if we have 40 or more life at the beginning of our upkeep, while Test of Endurance says at the beginning of our upkeep if we have 50 or more life. So that's why I included the life link to make sure that we can keep our life total high, close to 40, if not higher, for test of endurance. And cards like Fall of the Thran and Armageddon Cataclysm, Magus of the Balance. Where's Magus of the Balance? These cards slow down the game a lot. Gideons of the Trials keeps us from dying and keeps us from losing the game. And it becomes about getting rid of Gideon for a lot of opponents. So they'll spend their time looking at Gideon, not realizing entirely what we're doing, thinking that we're playing some white deck full of rares and stuff. Just remember, a card like Beseiju, play that closer to the end. It's a land that only taps for 1 that can be spent on instant or sorcery spells, and that spell can't be countered. So you may want to hold this one back and play this later towards the closing parts of the game, where you might want to cast an Armageddon that's very important or very crucial. So Beseiju does actually do a lot for you in the instances that you need it, but in the instances that you don't, it does virtually nothing because you can't use it to cast your 34 creatures. You can't use it to cast your 10 artifacts. You can't use it to cast your 7 enchantments. You only can use it to cast 12 cards in the entire deck. But those cards are worth protecting. Something like Approach the Second Sun, the Armageddon and the Cataclysm, the Dust to Dust, to get those 2 painful things like Darksteel Citadel and any other artifact just off the board. Also protects the tutors, protects the Teferi's protection, so they can't counter that. It essentially just says, no, we will protect our stuff, no wipes. I was thinking about including more Wrath spells, but we ran out of time, plus we don't actually need too many Wrath spells. We have 34 creatures and good ways to get early board presence and defend ourselves with creatures, so 30 creatures isn't too big for us. And we're planning to actually relatively quickly win the game. We have a lot of tutors and a lot of creatures that are very aggressive and ways to protect the combos, well, the alternate win conditions. Celestial Convergence. This one, yeah, maybe this is not the one that should have made it into the deck. Thinking about it. It has 7 Omen counters and 1 removes every upkeep. Yeah, that's going to be a long wait, and your opponent's going to have a long time to think about how you're going to try to win the game with that. It's not exactly a quick little, I'm going to suddenly win now. It's more of a quick little, hey guys, whoa, check out what I'm doing. Check out this awesome old card that I found. You should all read it together. Oh boy, that'd be great. All right, well, I guess that's it for this deck tech. Commander Power Hour with God Eternal Oketra. I had fun actually building around her. She's similar to a Farah with how she wants you to have creatures. Creatures matter. And she's actually something that I should put in my Farah deck. Thinking about it. Because playing her, then all of my creatures that I cast draw me a card and get me a 4/4 with Vigilance. I know that sounds like Merry Christmas Land, but I think that is a Christmas land that I want to live in. I mean, the cards that are good with her are already in the Afara deck. The White Mane Lion and the Core Skyfisher and the Stonecloaker, they're already in there, but God, yeah, let's put that beautiful cat lady into the into the deck. And actually, let me also make her the commander of the deck. That'd be relatively important in this deck. Thanks for watching. That's all for this time. I'll see you in the next Commander Power Hour next week. Coming in for that face touch.